Hey guys, welcome to Cosmic Talks with your one and only Venus, Goddess of Love. This is now episode 3, and the number 3 has a deep meaning. It means birth. It could be birth to a new chapter in life, or just a sense of something new. If interested in finding out more about the symbolic meaning of number 3, look up Cycle 369 and be prepared to be amazed. Anyway, today's topic is going to be about dating patterns. Also, stick around for a small affirmation meditation at the end of this episode. So, I'm going to start off with how we are a creature of habit. And the reason why we continue to get red flags is because we date the same people that look different, but still possess the same qualities that actually hurt us. We tend to go through these red flags over and over again and accept the behavior as is because we are comfortable with it. Maybe it excites us too. Or maybe we think we could change them. However, that gut feeling you feel inside, don't ignore it. Don't make excuses as to why you want to ignore it too. He or she or they may be good looking, but do they possess good qualities? Listen, I'm not perfect. I'm guilty. I ignored my intuition many times, only because I could see past the masks that people like to wear. But don't be like me, because then you'll miss that great guy who actually cares about you. And if you decide to go into that deep hole of people that possess the same qualities, that constant pattern is what I mean. If you decide to go into that deep hole, and then all of a sudden you meet the one and you aren't ready to be in love because of all the traumatic experiences you put yourself through before meeting the one, you're going to look back at a day that you met the one and wish that you were able to have that second chance with that good kind of love. And maybe you'll get the chance to have, another chance. Who knows? But sometimes you don't. So don't settle for less, ladies and gentlemen. Because when you do, you'll get less than what you deserve. And what I mean by that is you end up giving more than receiving, when it should be equal. Or like the smallest thing this person does for you redeems themselves for that bad behavior that they possess. Sometimes trauma from your family life or social life can create this kind of idea that we can fix people. But in fact, we can't. We can only fix ourselves. It's not easy to sit with traumatic experiences and feel the emotions you went through either. Because who likes revisiting the past? In fact, many of us just put a Band-Aid and hope it heals without stitching the wound up or putting antibacterial cream or doing some tender loving care to the wound. This wound runs deep, and sometimes that's what we carry into our relationships. Thinking all guys are the same or all girls are the same is a clear indication that you're holding on to the past regrets. How can we expect to love someone if we don't love ourselves or made peace with our past? If you cannot fully give love to the other person, then please save yourself and that person some false hope and don't get into the relationship at all, please, because we do not need any other wounded warriors to carry on this constant traumatic experiences onto the next relationship because they think that they need to get into another relationship because to compensate from what they went through before. So please don't hurt somebody. Thank you. Anyway, we must not define with our past. If the past comes up, you didn't fully heal. Also, age doesn't matter. This can happen at any age. Love should be effortless and comfortable, yet uncomfortable at the same time. It's like your best friend, someone who's understanding and appreciative, yet it's reciprocated amongst you two. And you cannot force anything upon a person either. And it kind of reminds me of a quote by Alexis on Fire, and I'll quote them. It's one of my my favorite songs. Anyway, the quote is, sometimes love isn't about how much they suit you, but how much you're willing to change to suit them. I guess where I'm going with this is, in love, we all must be willing to grow with our significant other. Be patient with the process. Don't instigate or provoke. Encourage and be compassionate. Give unconditional love and be understanding. When you're with the wrong person, it's all one-sided. And you'll find yourself being in a manipulative or in a sociopathic relationship. And come on, who really wants that? It takes some great people to deal with that, but I don't even think some great people could even deal with that. Anyway, you'll continue to repeat this cycle until you get it. Also, what kind of cycle are you in? Are you looking for love and looking to conform because you're alone? Don't get into a messy cycle for the wrong reasons. Focus on yourself. And the right one will come along when you least expect it. Sometimes it happens at your worst as well. Sometimes when you're at your worst and that right one won't even know how to help you, and hopefully they'll try to help you and be selfless, but maybe you'll be lucky enough that he'll or she will be selfless to help you. And if he does, or she does, or they do, he's a keeper, or they're a keeper, she's a keeper, whatever. I should be general. They're a keeper. Sometimes the strong person is you. And maybe both of you lift each other up from the weight you shaked off into the ground. Another thing I noticed with red flags was paying attention to what your significant other posts on social media. If you read between the lines, you'll see who's really worth your time. I'll give an example. One guy I was seeing was objectifying women. Maybe the woman didn't care in his posts or stories, but the way it came off was just low. I'm not trying to judge here, but the post said it all. Why would I want to be with someone who doesn't respect women? Why would I want to be with someone who gets drunk almost every day? Thoughts like this should get the ball rolling. You have to weigh out the pros and cons, and you have to notice what you deserve, ladies and gents. Otherwise, whatever frequency you're on, you'll continue to attract that frequency. And if it's a low frequency, you'll continue to attract that low frequency vibe. Or it's almost like you'll continue the same pattern until you realize what you truly deserve. So let's all level up. Let's all let go of the habits slowly but surely. You may think it's not bad habits, but listen to what your body is asking for for you to put into it. Your body is a temple. It tells you what it needs to flourish. And you may think, well, how do I know what it needs to flourish? And how do I listen to my body? It goes along the lines of this quote, and it's by Stephen Richards. He stated, "Minds are like flowers. They open up when the time is right." So when you open up and you just reflect within, you start to notice a lot that's going inside internally. And I mean your internal organs and everything. You start to become aligned with yourself. And basically it's like you're ready. Everything starts to align. Magic will be in the air. Love will be all around. And then love, of course, always starts with you. And once you love yourself, love will find you. But please be fully healed before you get into a loving relationship. And you know what? I'm going to quote one more person. Her name is Stacey Martin. I follow her on Instagram. If you want to follow her, she's very, very inspirational. Her Instagram is Stacy, Stac as in Charlie, IE dot Martin, Martin. Anyway, her quote states, "You are the captain, the master, the one who holds the reins, and you will keep having patterns repeat until you decide to change." Man, if that does not move you, I don't know what does, because that moved me indeed. So I'm going to end this with an affirmation meditation. So basically, find a quiet place to sit. And if it's not quiet, that's fine too. Just put your headphones in and just silence your mind and close your eyes and just block out the sound that's happening around you. It may sound like it's easy when I'm saying it, but in fact, it's really easy. You just tap inside of your mind. Okay, so we're going to take a few breaths in and out through our nose. So inhale and exhale. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Now you're going to repeat after me with your eyes closed, and you can say this internally. You don't need to say this out loud unless you want to. So we're going to inhale. I am love. And exhale. I am very deserving of an unconditional, true kind of love. Inhale. I am love. Exhale. I am very deserving of an unconditional, true kind of love. Inhale. I am love. Exhale. I am very deserving of an unconditional, true kind of love. Inhale. I am love. And exhale. I am very deserving of an unconditional, true kind of love. Now breathe in. Exhale it out. Breathe in one more time and hold it. Exhale it out. All of the air out and hold it. And then inhale again and exhale. Slowly open your eyes. And do you feel your heart beating? And if you do, I would hope you do, you're alive. And, go out there and feel, go out there and be vulnerable, but keep your eyes open and stay aware and, realize the things that you want and don't want. Opening your hearts to others, in fact, matter, because wherever you are in life, whoever you cross in life, you never know what they're going through. And sometimes they need a friend like you, or sometimes they need a compliment from you. Whatever you're feeling, open your heart to others. Be light to those who have dimmed their light, or stand tall for the ones who fell. Have a great weekend and see you guys next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Please, please, please share. And I really appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you. You're all stars. Bye-bye now.